we've been helping people for 40 years with addiction, and you can't force, bully or scare people into being free from their addiction and quitting. It just doesn't work, whether that's smoking or vaping, as we're talking about here, or alcohol, gambling, or whatever it might be. It has to come from the user themselves to make that step. But actually, most people want to be free, and they can't. And the issue is to do with mental addiction, and that's where we help. 90% of the addiction is actually mental, and changing their understanding of that is the key to being free, so that they realise that they're not actually giving anything up, and that's the key. But having said that, there is this other issue which we're talking about here, which was the people that have never smoked, not particularly young people. And we have been saying for many, many years that more needs to be done to try and stop the marketing and the appeal to young people. I mean, when you look at the packaging, etc., the couple packaging, the cartoon characters on some of the devices, etc., and the flavours that are being used, it's unfortunately, it's appealing to young people. And that's the danger. You don't want young people to fall into the trap in the first place, and that's the key part of it. And that because they're still developing their respiratory system, their brains are still developing. It has a much bigger impact on them, and we need to try and prevent that. So actually, strangely enough, in this one, we're probably more in favour of the ban because of the young people. But as I say, you can't force, bully or scare adults into being free.
What I'm struggling to comprehend here is the NHS itself says that vaping is 95% safer than smoking. A recent study by Queen Mary University in London, using the data from 23 hospitals, couldn't find any harm to neither mother or baby to women who vape during pregnancy. So I haven't seen this sort of silver bullet report that proves that vaping is dangerous for us, or let's say dangerous for adults. So why the blanket ban attacking adults as well in something that so far, despite a lot of people looking into this, seems relatively harmless?
Well, the danger is that we don't fully understand the dangers yet. I mean, it took a long time for the smoking data to come out and the damage to the lungs. I mean, I've read quite a lot of interesting articles saying that the difference between smoking and vaping is that if you jump out of a 20-story building compared with a 10-story building, it's better. But actually, it's not safer. We just don't know how safe it is, vaping, yet. And that's the question mark, and that's the query. So I understand what you're saying, but there's still a lot of research underway and still ongoing. And that's the challenge. So to try and protect young people, I fully understand that. But you do want it as another offering to people that want to be free of smoking. You need to have a variety of options. The more options there are, the better the chance of someone stopping. But